Have you ever wondered what happens when a police officer has to pull over a non-binary woke liberal? Well, I'm sure we all have our assumptions of how that would go down. But this video I'm about to play for you is way better and far more creative than I could have ever imagined. It's footage from a police officer's body cam, and it starts when he pulled over a woman on suspicions that she was under the influence because she was driving on the wrong side of the road. Take a look.
Why are you driving in the wrong way of traffic?
No, I just got changed around. I just moved here like 2 months ago.
Okay.
I just got changed around.
Okay.
Sorry, I just have like really bad social anxiety and stuff.
I get you. Your insurance, registration, I'm going to check your driver's license status. I'm going to do all that.
Sorry, just like as an Indigenous person.
Miss Perry?
Well, I'm non-binary, so.
Okay. What do you go by?
It's Kai.
How can I refer to you tonight? Kai? Okay. So just focus on my finger.
Well, as you know, as an Indigenous person, and there's a bunch of shit going around, I'm sorry, but it's just for me to be on my toes.
I get you. Will you go back to that position I had you in? Standing with your feet together, arms by your side?
Can you remember that I told you that I'm non-binary?
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. Okay? It's not something that I deal with every day, so I'll have the mistake of the habit, right?
Thanks.
So I'll refer to you as Kai, right?
Yes. Don't!
Don't resist.
Don't!
Listen to me. Don't resist.
Don't! You're being
Come
a
here.
white man and
Come here.
don't! I followed all of your like.
Don't resist.
Don't! Yeah, I followed all of your
Don't resist.
as an Indigenous person, like you guys.
So you're going to be placed under arrest for driving under the influence tonight, ma'am. Have a seat.
No!
Have a seat.
I mean, I will, but like, can I just say you guys are being fucking assholes about somebody who suffers from generational trauma, PTSD, and depression and suicidal tendencies?
Oh my, Indigenous and non-binary? She looks like an average white female to me. Well, I guess technically she's less than average looking, but you get what I mean. I gotta give it to her though. She really tried to pull out every card in the liberal handbook. Too bad she was breaking the law, and the law doesn't care about her imaginary identity, her generational trauma, or her social anxiety. Victoria Jackson joins me now to react. Actress, comedian, and Saturday Night Live legend. Victoria, thank you so much for joining us. It's an honor to have you.
Thank you, Allison. I do not know how to follow that. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I agree. I was cracking up the entire time. It's like a 6-minute video. We chopped it down to the best bits here, but it is pure comedy. I mean, could this be on SNL?
Well, no, because they're woke. I don't think they understand how funny it sounds.
I think it could be back in the day, but not in the modern day, right? They've gone too woke and therefore they are no longer funny. But, you know, I gotta say, I'm so surprised. That cop was really quite nice. I'm rather impressed with his patience, and she was just giving him all the stops in the book here, but he was pretty nice, don't you think?
I'm a single white female male, non-binary, Indigenous, TCD/PSD, stress overload, history of generational. I gotta remember that for next time I get a ticket.
I know. I was gonna say, I think I'm trying to rack up my excuses here. I think we can perhaps learn from her, or maybe not, because I don't think the cop was falling for the nonsense there. But where do you think she learned these excuses? Perhaps an Ivy League school?
Yes, I would say the public school system or an Ivy or any university.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, that seems
Brainwashed. She's brainwashed. There's nothing left of her brain God gave her when she was born. There's nothing left of it.
It really seems to be the case. It's quite sad to see this actually happening. It's funny, but it's actually real life. So very unfortunate. This is where we're at in society. Victoria, I have another good one for you I want to share here. The Washington Post just published this piece titled, "This Old-Fashioned Remedy May Ease COVID. Gargle with Salt Water." And in the article, it cites new research has found a common home remedy for gargling with salt water and rinsing nasal passages may ease the symptoms of COVID-19 infection and help keep people out of the hospital. Victoria, are you kidding me? You're telling me we allowed the establishment to lock us up for the better part of 2 years, close businesses permanently, keep kids out of school, let loved ones die alone, forced us to wear face diapers to buy our groceries when we could have just gargled with some salt water?
I believe it. But you know, gargling with salt water is complicated because I've tried it recently. I always make it too salty or too hot, or the hot wears off too fast. But yeah, my last trip to the doctor, that's what they told me. They said gargle with salt water. I mean, this is unrelated to COVID. It was for my cough.
Oh yeah, well it's an old technique. It works rather well. I am with you though. I agree. I have a difficult time getting the temperature of the water just right. But when you find it, yes, it works wonders. And it's really quite sad. It took them, what, 4 years to figure this out? I mean, I thought these were the so-called experts, right?
Well, don't get me started on the deceit in the government and the mainstream media because that's above my pay grade. I just know they're all liars, and I did not get the vaccine. No way, no how. But I'm here to plug my CD, which is more of my pay grade.
All right, well, tell us about your CD. I want to hear all about it. And I think you might actually have an exciting special performance for us. Is that right?
For you. My new CD is called When I Get to Nashville. And there's a bunch of handstands in here. Handstand in front of Minnie Pearl, the Ryman, the naked statue on Music Row. Since I moved here 11 years ago, you know, besides me being a conservative political activist, I also have my other personality, which is the one that's not fighting communism. Hey, Allison, I can't see you anymore.
You can't? Oh, there we are.
Okay. So you want to hear a song from my new album?
Yes, please take it away.
Okay. Now, on my dog is crying, so ignore her.
Okay.
On my CD, there's real musicians and real pretty music, but just for now, I'll just play you one of the songs.
Okay.
That's my dog. You see my dog? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
what a cutie.
Shh, be quiet. Okay. So, this is called It's a Broken World, Baby. And it applies to all the news stories that you just shared with us.
All right.
Okay?
Let's hear it.
Okay, I wrote this when I was healing from cancer 7 years ago, breast cancer. And when I went to my small group for our prayer meeting, Bible study, I noticed that I wasn't the only one who had problems. So I wrote this. Tattoo of a broken ukulele, light blue, turquoise lies. He might leave me in the middle of my chemo. I would not be so surprised. Yeah, I got cancer and so did my dog. My car won't start and my sink has a clog. My checks are bouncing but my trampoline's torn. I am not surprised because I've been warned. It's a broken world, baby. I know you agree. The second law of thermodynamics says the world is in a state of entropy. That's a fancy word for broken, you see. I'm an indigenous, I'm a CTV. Lanny's back is causing him pain. Bob's OCD is driving Donna insane. Dilbert's dad, he needs a diagnosis. I quit kissing Daisy cause she has some halitosis. Daisy's my dog. My heart is broken and I stubbed my big toe. I just got fired and my food is GMO. I accidentally stepped onto my ukulele. That's really true, right there with a high. Rushing to say hi to my new neighbor, the Israeli. Well, you try to rhyme with ukulele. It's a broken world, baby. Since even Adam gave in. But there's a new world coming. That's why my my song has a grin. Jesus is coming soon, morning or night or noon. I'm gonna meet him in the sky, in the twinkling of an eye.
Oh, that is amazing. That almost brought me to tears. That was so beautiful. I loved it so much. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
You're welcome. I'm an indigenous, binary, PTSD, CPSD, OCD, binary, Indian, oops.
She's an indigenous, non-binary, all the rest. So go out and buy the new album because we got to support that, right?
I don't know. I'm going to keep laughing about that the whole day. We got to add more adjectives, more woke adjectives.
Add all the woke adjectives, do whatever you got to do, because apparently that works in today's day and age. Victoria, we're all out of time, but thank you so much for joining us. It was such an honor. Let people know where they can go to support the wonderful work you're doing.
Oh, thank you. There is a Bible verse slipped in the comedy here. It's for sale at Amazon and my website, victoriajackson.com.
Victoria Jackson, thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Allison.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.